Today's video I'm gonna highlight 5 reasons why you do not need a mentor to make it as a forex trader. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. Number 1, forex trading is a hands-on job. You need to be part of everything that has to do with you being a forex trader. That means you have to do the research, you have to confirm the research, you have to make sure that everything lines up in order for you to execute a trade, as opposed to relying on somebody to do those things for you and send you signals and tell you that this is how a certain trade is gonna go. You have to be part of everything that has to do with you being a forex trader, because otherwise your journey is totally meaningless. What kind of trader are you if you are relying on somebody to come in and tell you, take this trade because of this, and you don't even know exactly where that person got that information from, and if that information is reliable in order for you to take the trade. So forex trading is a hands-on job, meaning you have to be part of everything that has to do with you being a trader. So that means you cannot rely on your mentor to give you advice and to give you direction every single time. You have to be the one who's doing the research and making sure that you execute a trade based off what you know, as opposed to based off what your mentor knows. Being a mentor as a forex trader and just in general makes you dependent, because you are dependent on this person to give you information, to give you direction, as opposed to finding that out for yourself. You are heavily dependent on this person in order for you to move forward. So if, as a trader, if your mentor doesn't send you any signals, then basically you are not gonna trade, because you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I should take this trade. I don't know if I should buy into this trade or sell out into this trade. You don't know, because your mentor, you have become so dependent on your mentor that you don't even know if you're a trader anymore. You're basically just, let me say, you're a puppet. You are basically waiting for direction from somebody else to do something that you should be doing on your own, to do something that you love. You're waiting for somebody to come in and say, bro, I need you to take this trade because of this and that, as opposed to you saying, no, I'm gonna take this trade because I feel, based off my research and based off my journey as a trader, I feel comfortable taking this trade, and I'm not dependent on anybody to make it as a trader. I'm gonna make it as a trader based off what I know. Reason number 3, having a mentor makes you lazy, because if you have somebody who's constantly feeding you information on what to do, what not to do, then you don't get to go out there and experience what you should do and what you shouldn't do, because you have somebody constantly feeding you information. Basically, you're just lazy. You're waiting for your mentor to send you signals, to send you a chart where he has marked up entry points and exit points, and basically you don't get to do these things on your own. You don't get to experience how it feels to be a trader, how it feels to go out there and do your own research and make sure that your research aligns with the market. So it makes it easier for you to trade, even if you're not going to make money or you might lose money. At least you have done the work. You know that based on the work you have done, you have a high probability of making money, even if you might not end up making money. But if you have a mentor, then you're basically lazy. You're not doing anything for yourself. You're just waiting for somebody else to wake up and do the work for you. So you just can enjoy the benefit of being a mentee, and that's not a positive. If you want to be a top trader, you want to be in a position where you can retire yourself and retire your family. You cannot be heavily dependent on your mentor, because you're basically just going to be lazy in being a trader and lazy in life, because you're waiting for somebody else to bring the work on the table, and for you just to execute trades based on another person's work. Your mentor's way of trading might not apply to you. Your mentor might be a scalper, a day trader, option trader, but you maybe might be a day trader and your mentor is a scalper, and those things are not going to come together, because the way your mentor trades is never going to apply to you. Your mentor trades on a smaller time frame, while you are trying to trade on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, or the day time frame. Your mentor is only using his skills to trade based off let me say 1 minute, 15-minute timelines, and the way he trades, the way he makes money is never going to apply to you, because you guys are not in the same category. So him giving you trading advice is never going that advice is never going to apply to you, and it's going to make you lose a lot of money, because now he's giving you advice based on his experience as a scalper, and you as a day trader are gonna be hella confused as to what's going on here. I don't know, why is he putting trend lines here? Why is he doing this? You don't understand, because he trades on a smaller time frame, because he has money in his bank account or in his pocket, which allows him to be a scalper. Because being a scalper means you need to have large amounts of money to maintain that going in and coming out, going trading and closing out trades. You need to have a lot of money, because scalping is very risky, and if you don't pay attention, you're going to lose a lot of money. So your mentor's way of trading is never going to apply to you. He has his way of trading, and you are supposed to have your own way of trading. So his trading plan is never going to match up with yours, and you're just going to be confused, and at the end of the day, you're going to end up losing a large amount of money that you didn't have to lose if you just took the journey by yourself and figured out things by yourself. Reason number 5, having a mentor makes you vulnerable, and it makes you easy to manipulate. That's why you see people saying, no, I was scammed by this guy who was my mentor, he took all my money. Because if you are dependent on somebody, this person is giving you signals, trading signals, then it makes you vulnerable, and it makes you easy to manipulate. Because if I'm your mentor and we've been together for whatever time frame, and I come to you, I'm like, I have this trading plan or whatever, I trading course, I want to introduce it to you. You just have to give me a certain amount of money. You are not going to think twice about it, because we've already been making money together, whatever. So you are going to give me money that might not also be yours, because you trust me, and I have put you in a position where it's easier for me to manipulate you and tell you things, and you're going to do them without even questioning whether my ways or whether whatever I'm introducing to you is legitimate or not. You're just going to be, nah, he's not going to scam me. He's my mentor. Why would he want to do this? Why would he want to do this to me? But the thing is, you can never fully trust anybody, especially when it comes to money. So you have to make sure that if you do have a mentor, you don't put yourself in that position where you become vulnerable and you become easy to manipulate, because this is where you find yourself in a position where this person takes you for everything that you have, and you end up hating trading, and you start saying trading is a scam, I'm not going to trade anymore, because you put yourself in a position where you are vulnerable and easy to manipulate, and this person took full advantage of the opportunity that was presented to him.